Hey guys, welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to be making Bistec de Palomilla, which is Cuban steak. It's really easy to make. I'm telling you, anybody can make this steak. And if you're not a great cook, this recipe is for you. This only takes about 5 minutes to make, maybe 6 minutes the most, and you'll be out of the kitchen. So if you want to see more recipes like this, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my recipes. So let's get started. Alright, so the first thing you're going to do is pound your steak. You're going to let this marinate for at least an hour, but it's best if you do it at least overnight. You want to wash your meat. And then you're going to put the meat. So I'm going to just do one at a time. So I'm going to show you. So the cut of beef that I'm using is sirloin top. I believe that's what it's called. Oh, sirloin, family for you. Now, if your steak doesn't come very thin, you can get the butcher to cut it, or you can do what I'm doing and buy the top sirloin and just, you know, use a mallet and just hit it until you basically tenderizing it. So you want to hit it until the steak is almost like see-through. I'll show you. This is how I can tell how thin it is by holding it up to the light. If I can see through my steak, then I know that it's ready. Next, I'm going to start slicing up my onions. And if you want to slice them, you can slice them. I'm slicing them like a medium size. Some people like to dice the onions and put them on top, but I just like the slices over top of mine. So you can do however you want to do it. It's up to you. So next, I'm preparing my steak for my marinade. So I'm adding my dry seasonings, which is cumin, oregano, salt, and pepper. I'm not adding anything else to this because basically I have all my seasoning here with the onion and the fresh garlic and the dry seasoning. So that's enough right there. And you know, you don't want to add too much to the steak because traditionally it's a simple steak. All right, so now I'm just adding my garlic, and I'm using 2 large garlic cloves. And if you prefer to add more garlic, you can. But my 2 garlics probably equal about 3 garlics because they're kind of nice sizes. So next I'm going to add in my my homemade mojo. Now mojo is a marinade that's made from sour oranges, and I have a video on how to make this. If you can't find sour oranges, I have a video showing you how to make mojo without sour oranges, and I'll leave the link below for you. Now we're going to put this in the refrigerator for about 1 hour, but it's best to leave it overnight. That way all of the citric flavors, the garlic and the onions, all can absorb into the steak. But because I don't have enough time today, I'm going to only marinate this for 1 hour, and I'll be back. Okay, so now you want to have your pan really, really hot for this next step. I'm adding some olive oil to this, and then I'm going to add my steaks. Now with your steaks, you want to pat dry your steaks before you fry them, because then they're going to start to steam instead of fry. Wow, the shrinkage is real. And this steak was huge, and now look at it. All right, so we're gonna flip the other steaks, and then flip this one, and then in a couple of minutes we'll be ready to take these out. So now I'm going to add in the onions, and I'm going to let them cook down until they're soft, and I'm going to add the steak back into the pan with the onions, and I'm going to let them cook for about 5 minutes, and I'll be back. Now I'm going to finish the steak off with some lime juice. And now I'm going to pour the leftover juice over the steak, because that's where all the flavor is. And now I'm going to add some Cuban black beans that I made the other day, and they taste more delicious today than they did yesterday, because whenever you make beans and you let them sit, the next day they're always the best. And lastly, my meal wouldn't be complete without plantains, so I'm going to add a few to my plate. Here it is, my delicious Bistec de Palomilla. Okay, so I'm just going to take a piece just so you guys can see the texture of this. This first piece is for you, and this second piece is for me. It's very delicious. I hope you guys try this recipe, because this right here is something that you can make for your husband, your loved ones, your family, and they would thank you for this. But I'm going to enjoy this meal, and I'll see you guys later. Thank you.